for you retro game fans out there. Someone has already offered $1.2 million for the SNES PlayStation prototype.
Damn.
Wow.
Man, I haven't heard about that in forever.
This is according to Nintendo Life. The owner of what is believed to be the only remaining Super Nintendo PlayStation prototype outside of Sony's archives has decided to sell this extremely rare system early next year via Heritage Auctions, which sells comic book art, and I've bought from them before, after knocking back a $1 million offer previously. For the uninformed, the unreleased system is available to play both is able to play both Super Famicom cartridges and CD-ROM, but never saw the light of day due to Nintendo and Sony's cancellation of the project in the early 90s, which led to the eventual release of the PlayStation in 1994, which is is that the most successful game console, or is that the PlayStation 2?
PlayStation 2.
All right. Well, it
2.
led to the most successful game console.
Was it the Wii?
The original PlayStation, I think, is like the third or fourth most successful game console.
Yeah, something like that.
The individual who acquired this machine is at an abandoned property lot auction in 2009. Oh, he got it at an abandoned property.
Okay,
lot.
Yeah. It's like,
he's at it. He's sitting
his
there right
location.
now. Yeah.
Why do we know that?
Known as Terry Diebold, that's a name, has since toured around the world to various classic gaming expos with his son, showing it to as many video game fans as possible. I remember this because so many people were like allowed to touch it and play it, and I was like, dude, that thing's worth millions. Why are they allowing people to get their grubby Dorito hands all over it?
Did they not understand the value?
Probably not.
I think they were just like fans themselves and were just happy to let other people like try out a piece of gaming history, which is freaking awesome.
Huh.
My only question is, listen to me, Dan. I want you to listen, especially.
I'm listening.
Does this make Crash Bandicoot not garbage? It's my question.
What does that have to do with anything?
AJ just needed to say that Crash Bandicoot was itching to say it.
Because it's PlayStation and Nintendo was involved, so they didn't know how to make platformers better than PlayStation.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I read that right. Unfortunately, this has been costly, with Diebold telling Kotaku he had spent a lot of time and money traveling and has received nothing in return. All right, buddy. That was your fault.
Yeah.
Now you're just making excuses for wanting 1.2 million. I've put a lot of work into this by traveling with it, and we have made nothing on it. What a quote. He's now ready to cash in this rare hardware and has already turned down an individual from Norway who offered 1.2 million for the system. So there's expected to be, quote, some big money splashed down at the upcoming auction on 27th of February 2020. You can view a preview listing on Heritage Auctions, and here it is right here. What's the game that comes with it?
Isn't it like a game that was also unreleased? It was like a prototype game.
What is it though?
I don't remember.
Crash Bandicoot .01.
I think it's interesting that the Super Nintendo controller ports are discolored. Like that area of the unit is discolored, just like how Super Nintendos get discolored.
Did you just call it a unit?
Unit? That area of the unit? I think that once this gets sold, that there goes everyone's chance of getting to play it.
Rip, dude.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to go in like a museum or a private collection.
Yeah, behind
or
glass,
maybe
no one's
Sony
ever
will
gonna
buy
touch
it, or Nintendo will buy it and put it in their vault, never to be seen or heard from again.
So
They're
apparently
gonna put it
there's
at
one in
Nintendo New
Sony's
York.
vaults already.
Yeah.
A Nintendo, I think, wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Someone just needs to like dump the firmware for it and put it online or something.
I think that's important. They should do that
like,
before they
I just
sell
want people to like, just so people can tinker around and see how it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And dump the ROM of this game too.
Yeah, for sure. Because I bet you
100%.
some programmer could figure out how to just get it working on an emulator, and so at least people could try it. You know, because it's just a lost piece of history.
Right. I realize I have my chroma key on and it's not keying out my my cup. Oh yes, it is. Boop. Boop. There we go. Oh, Grookey was invisible the whole time.
Oh.
So yeah, this is cool. It's does this make it the most expensive game item?
Maybe.
Up there.
What else is there?
most of the stuff that gets auctioned off are games, and those I don't think have ever sold for six figures.
Well, I think the one that just did sell for six figures was the original Super Mario Brothers sealed in box.
Yeah.
The test market launch. But yeah, Nintendo World Championships is like the gold standard that everybody talks about.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even go for six figures. So this goes for seven figures. So I think this makes it and that's another thing. This was talked about for a long time, and no one ever talked about a price because that guy just had it and he was touring around and letting everybody try it out.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that now it's been around for a while, and now all of a sudden it's the most sought after or most expensive piece of gaming history. Also, there was a Super Nintendo that was there was some sort of like dev kit for a Super Nintendo that was worth a lot of money.
Yeah, dev kits are usually.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out like how to even search for that because it just gives you like expensive like computers and like small things. Or what I got top 10 most expensive virtual items sold.
Oh.
So
all on Neopets.
Number one,
The
apparently,
rainbow paintbrush on Neopets.
Planet Calypso from Entropia, value $6 million.
There was a Super Nintendo unit that I think was the previous most expensive piece of gaming history. Super Nintendo expensive system.
Expensive system.
I don't remember what it was about the Super Nintendo though that made it.
It was probably like some limited edition, like Pepsi version of the Super Nintendo or whatever.
It was the Switch tax, dude. It was the Switch tax. That's
no, because
why.
like, you know, usually like limited edition, like corporate made systems, they only make one or two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw something like they sent a solid gold Wii to the Queen of England, and like that's like the rarest Wii on the planet. And somebody actually owns it who isn't the Queen of England.
I bet she didn't even play it.
Probably not.
Maybe she played like Wii Sports bowling. Old people like Wii Sports, right?
It's true.
There you go. Maybe she was super into it and we don't know.